I was told that many people who win the lotto will lose it all within a year. If I won the lotto, there are very specific things that I would do with the money. How much I win would determine the extent of my vision. Allow me to share my insight. These are my opinions, of course, with no basis in fact, but I think that not winning enough money can be a curse, especially if you have friends and relatives. In my case, I would need to win a minimum of $32 million to truly affect any real change. So, I don't buy a ticket until it reaches $32 million or more. Keep in mind that 50% or thereabout will be going for taxes of some sort or another. So, I'm talking about $16 million in real money. Yes, I do buy a lot of tickets because I rationalize it all by telling myself that I'm supporting our educational system, as broken as it is. After all, our educational system is broken, even though it is not as bad as our so-called justice system, which is almost non-existent. But that is another video. The breakdown of my winning. Okay, $5 million to buy an estate. $10 million to generate the interest, dividends if you will, to maintain that estate. And, this is the biggie, $1 million to the friends and relative fund, because they will be coming. And quite frankly, I want to share my good fortune. My estate would be located on a lake. My house would be open to the public, children really. There would be ponds, fountains, flower gardens, a meadow, and a well-kept grounds. All accessible, all touchable. Why? Because I am not important, the children are. Because my estate would be devoted to children. My estate would be a touchable vision. Because children become what they grasp as reality. Because children are sponges and they will absorb what is presented to them in a realistic way. TV is a poor teacher because TV is all about cartoons and caricatures. Even the news is manipulated and kids know that. Every weekend, up to 30 kids from different elementary schools in the neighborhood would come for a visit. They would tour the house and the grounds. They would talk with the cooks, the gardeners, the housekeeper, the tram driver, the boat driver, the guests. And there would be guests from every walk of life, from doctors to pilots to musicians to professionals of all sorts. The children would meet real people in a setting conducive to conversation and one-on-one exchanges. The kids would have lunch served to them, real china, utensils, glassware and all. You know, soup, salad, main course, and then dessert. And this lunch would be served in a setting that they can appreciate, whether it's indoors or outdoors. There would be no TV. Now you ask, what good would this do for children? Well, I think they would take away what is important to them on an individual basis. I think that kids become what they can perceive, and if they can perceive an idea relating to their own life, then they can conceive a way of making it happen, and they can be motivated to become something outside their own home environment, regardless of what it is. Then their home becomes just another experience and not the only experience. They can put themselves in this picture at whatever level they choose and make it happen. Does that make sense? No? Oh well, it is still my dream.